This morning, our series, Pushing the Limits, follows one man's incredible journey from prison to some of the world's biggest athletic stages. Markelle Taylor stunned the running world when he qualified for the Boston Marathon in a very unusual way, you could say. Taylor spoke with our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, and his new producer, Alyssa. This is her first piece, so we'll all pay attention, about overcoming obstacles and finding the will to create new starting lines in the game of life.
If you were to say to Markelle Taylor, hey man, what is your secret to success? He just might say, if you fall in life, just get up and keep running. At 49 years old, he is gearing up for the Chicago Marathon this fall. The streets of California is where he trains.
This is where I was raised, right here.
Not bad for the views.
Nah, it's beautiful.
But for nearly 18 years, Taylor could only dream of training in this scenic city by the bay from his window at San Quentin State Prison.
When you got sentenced, did you think you were going away for life?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would never get out.
In 2001, he physically assaulted his pregnant girlfriend.
When she went to the ground, she said, I felt like the baby stopped moving. The instinct came on again, like, what the hell did I do? Why did I do this? What the hell is going on?
So they convicted you for the death of your son?
Yes.
After you abused his mother?
Yes.
What was the sentence?
They made it 15 years of life.
It was a life-changing moment for a man who says he was a victim of violence as a boy.
We would get abused if the dishes ain't washed, or if the house ain't clean, or if it ain't clean to their specifications. Then we would get whooped out of our sleep.
Out of your sleep?
Out of our sleep.
Did something about that say to you that, hey, hitting people is how you handle things?
Yes, that was that connection there.
Growing up, did anybody tell you they were proud of you?
Only my teachers.
Ironically, it took going to prison for him to hear words like that again. Inside, Taylor joined the 1,000-mile running club. It's a track team at the prison, led by volunteer coaches.
3 minutes down!
His speed earned him a nickname, Markelle the Gazelle, they called him. It's a story that will be highlighted in a documentary coming out soon.
How many races did you run in prison?
Every month we had a race.
How many did you win?
I won every one of them except for one.
What were the euphoric feelings that you got running in prison?
I got an emotional high.
An emotional high.
An emotional high.
Uh-huh.
It was also because when I ran to honor my son. It was like that, you know what? You made a mistake, but keep running. We have faith in you to be a better person.
Nice, Markelle.
That faith stemmed from the kindness of his coaches,
Finish strong, head up, nice.
like Diana Fitzpatrick.
Great workout. You have a choice when you end up at a place like San Quentin, and you can just lay around and let the time go by and wait for something to happen, or you can take control of your life and try to do something with it. And Markelle's someone who really chose to do something with his life.
Did it ever occur to you that you showing him that he mattered is maybe why you got the best out of him?
I guess I always believed in Markelle. Okay, stride. And trusted him. It makes me feel happy. So, yeah.
With that support, Markelle Taylor did something that has never been done at San Quentin before. He ran a marathon that was so fast, he qualified for the 2019 Boston Marathon. And get this, a month before the marathon, he was released on parole after serving nearly 18 years, and they gave him special permission to race.
I couldn't really enjoy Boston because I was still being happy and appreciative of just being free.
Well, this spring he went back and ran Boston again, off parole, and truly a free man.
What was the time then?
2:52 flat.
And that is a time so speedy, he placed in the top 5% of all the runners.
It's now your drug.
Exactly. It's now my drug. but it's a positive, good drug that don't hurt people.
That's right.
It helps people.
He's been given a new starting line at Life. He's now got his own one-bedroom apartment where he's starting to cook again. He got promoted at the grocery store where they took a chance on him. His boss told us he is a humble warrior.
Have a good day. Thank you, man.
New opportunities for a new man who's moving in the right direction.
What do I see in your eyes?
Someone that stopped running, that don't need to run no more, that can stand up to all my fears and anxieties. I feel like I signed a pledge of being nonviolent, and I know that not only do I owe it to myself and the people who are victimized in my lifetime, I owe it to all those who are counting on me and people who are looking for me to be a positive influence in their life. All right. What do I look like? What is my tombstone gonna say later when I pass?
What would you like for it to say?
That he fell, but he got up, and he changed the life of a lot of human beings for the better. That's why I keep doing it. And sometimes I have to do stuff like this to continue to validate myself.
This type of stuff helps keep you accountable, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is, the accountability.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, David, you did it again.
Proud of that dude.
Fell, but he got up.
Proud of that dude.
You know, my big takeaway, too, were, you know, not just Diana Fitzpatrick, the coach, who is a volunteer, but also his teachers. We don't talk enough about that, how a teacher or a coach or somebody in your life, not your parents, can set you on a track.
I talked to his boss last night. She said he came into the grocery store and applied to work in the deli, and he didn't seem like a right fit, so we didn't hire him. And she said, then I got a call from my family doctor, and he said, I want you to do me a favor and take a chance on this guy because I believe in him. And it reminds me, as human beings, I feel like we have an obligation to give people a second chance. He did the time. He did the time. And he's going to make the rest of his life not only better for himself, but for other people.
I'm sure he's haunted by the death of his son by his own hand, but I do think it's important that we are products of our environment, not to excuse at all what he's done, but we are products of our environment. It's good to see that he wants to do something good with that.
And he's looking for somebody to give him his next chance,
And
right?
we have to remember to give ourselves a second chance.
Amen.
Well done, David.
Thanks,
we'll be right back.